というわけで、こんばんは。私の声がゲーム王に負けている気がしなくもない。ちょっと待ってね。ツイートしまーして。よいしょ。始まりました。あ、ちょっと待って。コントローラーを持ってなかったわ。これが、まあびっくりするぐらい、一生ロックされているので、なんか前より音大きくなってない？調整したよね、私。なんで、そう。手袋。手袋？あれじゃーん。で、ジャケット。まあ。はい。
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
君は何か。
What's on your
共
mind?
感4か。共感4か。で、まだ50ないので、私はできることがございません。困りました。待って、これでもどうしたらいいんだろう。ジャンプジャン。へい。
Bastards!
何が起きてる？
Stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
私見るねよ。いいよ。
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work. Besides,
よいしょ。
we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
あん
Rights
た
of
の言う大
people.
義とは
Rights of workers.
ナスさんいらっしゃい。
To
来てくれ
have
てありがとう。
gainful employment. To make a salary.
Employment.
And feed their families.
頑張っていい。頑張る。具体
Rights
的に
of
は
people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
カジュアジで
Shame on you!
Shame on you.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Call me mañana. Oh.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
なるほどね。
Main gate's locked.
突破で
Would
きない
take
まま。
heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up
ス
there
ミス
on
さん
the
いらっ
overhead
しゃい。来
passage.
てくれてあり
Won't
が
let
とう。
anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
ふむ。
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired
まあ
and
戦士ではない
hungry.
な。
They're workers. Not. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
なるほどね。
When a
Right.
bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
ふむ。
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
仕事がしたくてたまら
There's
ない。
something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
ふむ。確かにな。
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
うーん。
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
ふむ。
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
ほっほー。
Interesting.
何をそんなに緊張してんの？ねえねえねえ
I'm
ね
not tense.
ねえねえねえねえ、どういう
Yes,
つもり？
he's tense.
どういうつも
Right
り？
to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
うーん。
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
働
You've
き
been
たく
talking
て
to
仕
him
方
for
がないら
quite
し
a
い。
while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you?
好奇心しかないよ。うーん。
Big mess caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo haul, bouncer work. I know the drill.
あー。どこで働いてたか聞く？いや、そんな感じか。この人がなんかやらかしている気がしなくもない。
Worked at Territorial.
テラトリア
Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
あは。もうちょっとじゃああれかな？
What's it to you?
笹の一貫
Am I a
さ。
suspect? We're all
Get it there.
workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain. In Jam. Worked at Territory. Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
え、
What's it to you? No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. We're done here. I have a strike to break.
ほほー。この人ちょい怪しいね。リンク先輩こんばんは。怪しげ。ん？待って待って。え？あ、お金。ふんふんふん。ふんふんふんふんふん。ふんふんふん。ふんふんふん。できることが割と今もうなくなってきたんだけど。ギブアップはしないよ。多分。ただね、結局そのダイス振って失敗してるの何回かやってるから、ここのやつ、スピーカー、今のばっかりですよ。待って、ここ来たことないところがあった。何これ？水門利用不可。待ってー。
G'day to you, officers.
誰だい？
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the
何の推
waterlock
理？
and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal
ま
between
だ
them.
推理するには、いや、まだ何も解けてないよ。解けるほど証拠は集まっていない。でもちょっとね、今のところちょっと怪しげな人が多すぎてね、 ミスリードを狙われてるような気もするし。ここで何をしている？ああ。
I
What's
wasn't
on
here to
there?
witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershaw.
レバショー。
The words
ふむ。
daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
ふむ。
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much
推理
use
用
to the
なんて名乗っ
congregation
たこと
though.
一回でもあっ
There
たっ
always
け？
seems to be something wrong with it.
名乗るか。今後そう名乗るか。ハッピーエイドルーディック推理用ヒューマノイドって名乗るか。
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
うんふんふん。
Sure thing.
え、いいんだ。
It is
やっ
salty.
た
It
ー。
is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
それは確かに。でもデトロイトも推理するところなかったよ。推理って言うほど推理するところなかったよ。あー、サラミ食べたい。
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
もうそういうところでこういただけませんみたいなことを逆に言わないところがまたね。おお、質屋さんか。今日は休館日？いいえ、全然なことはないですよ。
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type. Guess.
当ててみろ。なんかの武器刑事とか。当ててみろ。いや、これなんかどれも当たらない気がする。クール
No,
な刑事にし
you're
とこ
the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then.
う。やだ
Huge lack
ー。
of enthusiasm going on in here.
うん。
Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar,
目白
the
刑事、超
advanced
キラキラ刑
interesting
事、
cop.
超級面白刑
Liquid
事、
shadow
透明
cop.
影。
But you're
Crazy.
too sorry to say those things. So,
Huh.
here we go.
は
No, you don't. Come
い
on.
や、無理だ
You'll
ね。
be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
思考を受け入れない。
Okay. Fuck off.
パッカーフ。あの表示が出てる間はあれ
This
か。
Postler Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily
自分の内側と喋ることがで
vandalized
き
with
るんだね。
graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side
銃弾
reads
が。
RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102 with a slogan
なれる。ああ、いい子だね。ああ、よしよしよしよしよし。
The box scene Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
やばい。ちょっと一個前回やってダメになって、その後ちょっと、今ロックされてるとは思うんだけど、ちょっと見たい場所があるので、一回行きます。 タンタンタンタン。ここまで行って。はあ。よいしょ。まあこれね、移動待ってる間にね、ほら。
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM marking
ロック集だ。
is still caught on the railing.
The cloak? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
サイカか。いけない。
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right.
That's right.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a... Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Extremely.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good.
いいこと、待って待って。
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
文書間対決。はい。
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to... 3 days ago, during that time, a security guard or worker of some... They didn't identify... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. Good.
one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't say that it does, no. When I need to...
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook, and that's where his conversations with himself take place.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
I guess you don't need glasses, then. Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the art. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to your... Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
終わろう。よし。行けるところが全然ない。どうしようかな。待って、今のところ。おーい。落ちた。渡れない。よいしょ。
何もできませんでした。ってこと。フロムインク先輩。
違う。まあ、そう。雑になった。一回戻ってみるか。あれあ、びっくりした。お、君、なんだ。
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
15時、2時間
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet,
いや、舐め
what
ない。
happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink. Get your drink on
やば。
and your act together.
新しいタスク、酒を見つけて飲め。はあ。はい。
The worker. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. Into the primordial darkness.
ガルテと揉める？やだ。揉めたくはない。え？はい。あ、あそこ空いてる。
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
あら。
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple
顎
on
が
your
割れてる
chin.
人が好きなタイプだ。なるほど。なんか、ああ。なんかね、
You
どう
must
もありが
forgive
と
me.
う。
I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely
Oh,
forgot to introduce
太陽ピシャ
myself.
リと叩いてよ。ピシャリ。
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is
Hello?
wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes,
Oh.
officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria?
行きま
Yes,
しょう。
indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
フロムインク先輩。
なぜつけひげやだよ。それはしないかな。どうする？なんかもしゃもしゃのひげつける？つけるのがいい？つけるか。
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the
Oh.
world. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare
Katsutewa.
jewel. This city used to
そ
rule
こ
the
にすごく
world,
含みがあります
though
ね。
it has seen better days.
フロムインク先輩。
いや、そもそもつけないという選択肢がいっぱいあるのよ。つけたところでね、ひげ付きメガネみたいなパーティーグッズみたいなやつだったら全然あるかもしんないけど、自分からひげをつけるパターンはないかな多分。
Speaking of history, you know what year it is. Yes? That's right, dear. How splendid.
商
Here,
品くれた。
take this pen.
やった、あ
Knowledge
り
should
がとう。
always be rewarded.
Her relief is
that's-
palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question.
Hey.
What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
もっともしれないにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ全然違うね。
フェイスファッシュ社単語をナンバティー。
Nope.
フロムのアスコ NI。
Sadly
頑張
not.
っていい、頑張ろう。
Revachol
頑張っ
is
てる。
what's called a zone of control
ありが
under
とう
an
ね。
alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
あら、
We have no
統制地区
government
なん
of
だ。
our own, and what democracy we have is market driven.
市場主導型の民主主義。市場主導型ということは、あれかい？買い物というか 働く、まあ、市場だね。の上でしか民主主義が成立していないんだね、今ね。じゃあ、物の値段とかはこっちが決めれるのかなということかな。で。
Oh dear.
あらあら。
And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the
だから
revolution.
警官と言いつつ警官ではないみたいな感じなのか。なるほどね。
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the bbest person to explain the big things to
いや、
anyone.
割とわかりやすく話してくれていると思うけれど。
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
ほう。あ
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
なるほどね。
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your...
はい。あざまーす。待って。何これ。ああ。よいしょ。
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug.
Oh.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language.
グランツェ。
The only words you can make out are Goranci and Kubek.
グランツェ。コベック。
It must be his name. Goranci. Goranci Kubek. Sounds representative.
やあ、グラ
The
ンツェ。
man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
何の会話にもならんかった。悲しい。
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shout. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed.
はい。
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
ああ、なるほどね。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
ここはいけないと。
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
No problem, officer.
出てく？出てきたい？わかったわかった。じゃあ出てこう。ちょっと待って。ドアをさ、閉めたいんですよ、私は。それだけかーい。あ、オッケー。閉じれたから満足です。ふむ。でもこの状態だとどうしよう。待って。
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Exactly. It's measured, level-headed through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
歌枠始まってしまうかもしれん。楽しげなやつですよ。
Don't sing the happy song.
違うの？
It's stupid. You have to find out how the song goes first, though.
マジか。
Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
適切に再生できるテープがあれば可能でしょう。は。
Can I help you? Absolutely out of the
完全に
question.
論外。
You wait and see, cafeteria. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
ね。空気読まないといけないはずなんだけど、せめて明るい楽しげな曲じゃないと思ったんだけど、どうもダメらしい。しっとりしたバラードじゃないと許さないって心が訴えてきてる。にゃ。
What thing?
はあ。
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place...
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What?
Okay.
By the way, you should come back to this
By the way.
thing.
ごめんね。で、アイテム。あ、緑猿のペン。やだな。ちょっとやだな。タスクめちゃくちゃあるんですけど。 なるほど。なるほどね。ちょっと待って。
何一つ終わってないフロムインク先輩。
終わらないよ、あんなもん。何一つ終わりませんでした。待って。違う。違う。あれ？はい。あ、オッケー。普通にごめん、仕組みがわからん、ここ。なるほど、めちゃくちゃあるな。ちょっとなんかお金手に入った。待って、急すぎてちょっと私がついていけてない。さてどういたしましょうか。まだちょっと経験値が足りません。経験値が足りないのでできることが実は少ないです。困りました。てか本来だったらいけてたんだけどね。本当にもう
CPU をフル回転させて戻せフロムインク先輩。
CPU をフル回転。 CPU って回転するの？そういうもんなの？なんか
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
まあ確かに。よいしょ。思考を巡らせることを回転という風に揶揄するからだな。そういうことだな、きっとな。筋肉だらま。
Man from Hyundai, a very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
絶対嫌いだけど売れるから置いてるだけのやつじゃん。
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
高っ。めちゃくちゃなんかここら辺で経
Welcome
験
to
違う。
Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My
自
name
分
is
で
Playson.
どうにか生成していただくしか今は。
Be welcome.
見た
And
いそん
please
な。
take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
難しくないと思ってしまうが私は。まあ自分だからかな、私の場合は。あ
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
自作とか
Annette,
ワクワクしないや
yes,
つじゃん。
my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
ワクワクしないんだったら自作は向いてないね。イラストとかそういうものはワクワクしないと続けられないからね、基本的に。ワクワクしないで描いてる人成長しないし。あれだけれど。だから自作は多分一番本来ワクワクするんだよ。と、私はすごく思っているよ。じゃなかったら、他の誰にも生み出せないから。ああ、そういうこと？そうかな？そうかな？そうかな？ちょっと待って。あ、も
Wonderful.
ちろんだ。
Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to...
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
一体どんなイラストなんだろう
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
ああ、それを考えるところから始まっているから、あれじゃないかな。そっか、七夕的なそういうものがいいんだな。そうだね。だとしたらあれかな。お台箱とか、ああいうルーレット的なやつでこう、やるか。隙間とかスケブとかああいうので発注するか。知り合いにお願いするか。AI に頼むか。かな。そしたら、でも AI だとあれか。ある程度設定しないといけないだろうから難しいのかな。
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
基本的にでもそれの集合体だと思うんだけどね。そう、その癖がどれだけの人に刺さるかっていう話だからな。
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Indeed.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store. Her shoulder.
この人ちょっと苦手。
You see a set of tattered curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before...
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
ハルさん高速に厳しい先生苦手っぽいねフロムインク先輩。
なんだろう。それに納得がいくんだったら全然いい。どんだけ厳しくても。納得がいかない内容のものがあると、本当に考えて言ってますって思う時がある。
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none
ど
of
れも
which
ピ
ring
ン
a
とこ
bell.
ない。
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
目玉に鎮痛剤打つとかめちゃめちゃ怖いじゃん。
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are...
ごめんごめん。ごめんねごめんね。
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and the north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivachol East. Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's all... No. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Rivachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness, windy, is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian. Unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars. Gods. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
一部なくなってたら、あいつやってなりそうだけど。
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway. Without wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
まあでも、病は気からは割とあるからな。
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it? Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
立ち去ろう。じゃあ、お疲れ様です。バイバイ。でもな、そんなに言うても何もできるものがないのである。心あるとお思いで。
A sturdy metal door guards the door rattles against your knuckle. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
せやで。そういうことだよ。わかった？わかった？本当にわかった？大丈夫？そうだよ。
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the
あまり強
building.
くない管理人さんだな、この人。
Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
嘘つかないで。なんで嘘だと思うんですか？
Madame, I assure you, we are real police.
There is no reply. Just faint
悲しみ。うんふんふん。うんふんふん。うんふんふん。ん？
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
は？なにこれ？
You have no clue.
はい。
So many walls all over Martinez.
失敗。インタラクト。
The worn map features the patch your finger moves through. Finally,
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
ああ。マップタブね。はい。はい。ん？ん？ん？
volumetric ship compressor.
思考習得。出た。なんか知らんけど。習得してた。でもないんだね。おっと、あ、ここに来るんだ。
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my...
Apparently, she doesn't like people
後
staring
ろから
behind
首を
her
ポキッ
back.
と。に。
Pigs come to take me out! Trying to snuff me out! Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
なんかいろいろあるね。オートセーブが急に来るからびっくりする。ん？開いてないね。よいしょ。調べていきましょい。
You see a young man on a balcony nursing.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
寒ないの？雪降ってるで。なあ、お兄さん。
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want...
Don't let him go.
そうでしょうね。
This could be your witness.
Is it really that important?
せや。
Like a nervous cat. He keeps...
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
じゃあインク先輩は前をバーンって開けるタイプの人なんだな。よし、理解した。どんだけ寒くてもやるんだな。わかった。それ自体は認めようじゃ。仕方がない。
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
え、マルティネーズって町の名前じゃん。
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
失敗したわ。
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now,
Oh,
Oh.
you already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
Sunday friend って何?
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can...
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
タバコ投げ捨てていくやん。
たまには成功させてフロムインク先輩。
ね。なんかさ、スリとかのタイミングだけだよ、成功するの。マジなんな。
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, there has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. There must be another way into the building.
急に心の声でかいやん。
A sturdy man. This could be a way into the apartment, but the door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! Ha! The police? No. I'll go check the back.
Backyard door.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Da-dam!
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning.
I know my rights, and don't you marm me, boy.
But the sweeping on the other side.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our back?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
いいから入んな。どうも。どうもどうも。ばっちゃん。あら。
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
ああ、気管支炎か。しんどいね、それね。
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do.
まあ、
Not in this
そうだ
damn.
ね。
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman? Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
あ。
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
そうだね。
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
廊下の反対側の端。
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
大丈
He
夫
lives
か本当にばあち
upstairs
ゃん。
in room 28. Go
上
to
の
the
28号
balcony.
室。
It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my... Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can... The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She leaves an old lady...
She mumbles some kind of a...
どうも。ああ、あれはバルコニーね。差し押さえ罪。割といろいろ手に入るぞ。ほんとだね。割とみんなあれ？いろんなところにいろんなものを置きすぎじゃない？
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but no, you can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not...
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside.
それはそう。
警官というより窃盗の方が向いてるわ、フロムインク先輩。
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says it's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of... No reply. No reply.
なるほどね。
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism.
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure, to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Because white is the color of peace. Nothing at all yet. Right now is...
はい。ちょっと待って。間違えた。だいぶやべえやばい人になってきた
ちょっとふざけてない。フロムインク先輩。
よし。いろんなところから。だいぶふざけた格好をしているよ今。ほら。手袋ずっとしてるし。不思議な格好だね。いやはや。よし。で違う。 にはさっき
Ooh,
話したけど
the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
クールな突然変異言われましても
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
重油あ
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people, we rarely see pigs round here though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. Yeah?
結構狂ってる人ばっかりだよね出てくる人がね
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし
普通の人なんていたっけフロムインク先輩。
いないあ、石炭室おばあちゃんちじゃんえ着ね石炭のところのあれかはい
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As you're, hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots.
なんかまだえおおかもわ
Crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please. You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket.
よくわからない
アル中に酒は現金よフロムインク先輩。
Well,
マジそれ
hello?
な酒瓶を見つけ
Someone
たらし
seems
い
to have found himself a bottle of light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at a Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about.
強く
Physically, you'll be strong as an
この
ox.
人絶対やばい人だから
We're
な
not worried. You'll crawl
お
back
酒
to
飲ん
this
だら暴
bottle
れそう
soon enough. We'll give you
あと
another
止められ
chance.
なさそう
Booze always always, not all of us.
You've passed up your chance to start drinking alcohol for now. But don't worry. The option to start drinking becomes available again
あ、オ
in...
ッケーオッケー。一人になってから飲もうね。せめてね。これちょっと待ってね。こっちの方がいい？あ、こっちの方がいいわ。
もう酒飲んで事件を起こしたのがこの人でいいのでは、フロムインク先輩。
それはワンチャンあり得る。え、待って、ここからどうやって行くの？ん？石炭室はダメで、ほい。石炭室から向こうに行けたりする？行けないよね。え、バルコニーに出てどうのこうのという話をしてたけど、え？こっちは何もない？何もないね。あ、こっちにもバルコニーあるじゃん。オーケーオーケー。そこはここ。にゃ。洗濯がうまくいかないのほんとなんなん？
This door is made of number 28. This is where the...
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
明日の21時?
Tomorrow, 9 p.m. right here. Apartment number 28.
Okay.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big... Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
はい。え、これ上にどうやって行くの？行けない？え、絶対これとか行けるじゃん。行けないのかーい。 で、まだですね。頑張って。バルコニーの喫煙者。ふむ。できることが、あ、やだ。
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
ちょっとずっと同じようなところをぐるぐるぐるぐるぐるぐるぐるぐるしてどうにかレベルを上げたいんだけどレベルが上げられない。ちょっとなんかオッケー。お、なんかあった。何これ。お金やーい。マニー。
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the train.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
ね、フリーで落ちてる。いっぱい落ちてる。そりゃあ不老者の方々にとってはね、生命線かもしれないですからね。いろんなところに善意のお金が落ちてるものなんですね。で
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revishal's finest years.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made it administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course. It all makes sense.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his no one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol.
Right.
All you observe is a veteran.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel the First.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
一定の敬意はあるんだな、じゃあ。
There's something you missed. You'll get to it. Don't worry.
手間取らせたな。いけるところか。お、やった。
The worn and beaten.
We can sit on bench.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to ponder.
ああ、なるほどね。そういうのがあるんだな。あ、待って。めっちゃ綺麗にできるかも。
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
お金集めになるよね、これね。はい。もうこの一帯をパパッときれいにしてもろて。よっ。お金、ゴミ拾い。あれが拾えないのが気になるんよね、ここにあるゴミ。待って、今日なんかもう一生ゴミ拾いやることになる。違うね。死体を下ろすためにも経験値を貯めなきゃいけないんだけど、それをしようとするとこうなるのよ。こうなってるのよ、今現状。しかも多分ね、ゴミを集めるとなんかお金に換金できたはず。 そうだからね、お金自体は欲しいので。なので一生懸命今探してます。なったー。あそこお金じゃない、落ちてるの。やった。
Scab? A kind of a
具体
worm,
的には
content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
ああ、なるほどね。
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
この人多分いい人。シャレのわかる人。うん。
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic. Then,
but that's not you, officer. From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean? Yes, and you also told me you're a cop. But now that this is settled, how did you get his shift card? Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John.
no, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
Thank you plenty. I'll make sure John gets his card back.
バレちゃったし。てかバラしちゃったし。
You're quite the righteous man. Honor allows us to keep a respectful distance from each other. So, you know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing.
Okay. ここに繋がってるんだ。
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is...
It's not good.
素直。
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning. Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
この人女好きだぞ。
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and
you are obviously a liberal, Sayerlight. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of Pidera. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals. Excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
まあ全体的にみんなそうなんだけど、差別主義者というか、それが特にひどい人だな、この人。
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
the Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Semenese and the Areopagites are on the ascent. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Semenese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vash. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates. Like the Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaras-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Type mediocrity. Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put. It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery. We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be...
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal dis...
ちょっと捜査に関係ない話ばかりそういうところのフロムインク先輩。
ね。めちゃくちゃそんな話ばっかりよ。困った。あと5ポイント。
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist up there. Walk right
2.5
past
メー
him,
ターもあんのあれ。うわ、でかっ。
then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Oh.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due
え、
to,
めっちゃお金くれるじゃん。なんなん？
you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though.
うーん。
Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
オッケー。ちょっと。ガランガランガランガランガラン。ちょっと待って。あれ、どこでお金と交換できるんだっけ？まだ一切。今日何もできてないんだけど、私。
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. Your
やだ。よいしょ。で、やっと耐久が上げられた。耐久力だよね。OK。こっち。こっち、こっち。
効率クリアが口出ししてきそうなフロムインク先輩。
へ、それはそう。 こういうゲームにおいて効率を追い求めちゃいかんのよ。
There he still is,
さて
looking right through you with his white eyes.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna...
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Ha ha ha! Again, the corpse laughs at you. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
クリティカルファンブルしたやんか。
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear you
Sometimes even that is not enough.
ね、
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
もうほんと意味わからん。なんなん？何回やらすん？しかもさ、私これ以上耐久力上げられないんじゃない？上げられるのこれ。わかんないんだけど。あ、キム推しになってください。私もキムさんを推してます。マジわからん。よし。もう今日私これおしまいでは？トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ。
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window. A lot. A lot. A lot. For the room? Like what? I was
ちょっとだけ払うとかできないんだね。分割とかさしてくれてもいいじゃん？せめて。
1日1回死体下しにチャレンジするゲームだったのか、フロムインク先輩。
本当にそれになってしまっている。めっちゃやだ。めっちゃあるな。ゴミだらけ。キムさんそこに立ったらさ、私の
下ろす前にセーブして失敗したらリセットできないの？フロムインク先輩。
できるかもしれないけどもうやってないからね。どうしようもないね。お、そこにまだピンがあるじゃん。
反省してもろてフロムインク先輩。
反省はするけどさ、これ以上今日何も私できないよこれ。この感じだと。ここ通れないんかい。なんで通れない配置にするの？バカなの？ねえ。
You see, you immediately feel drawn to the color. The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface, old cobalt paint.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen.
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No, your fingers do.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. as a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
え。じゃあ、ガルテに聞くか。
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a Frit warehouse, probably.
誰も鍵持ってないとかや
Or
ばくない
some
か。
boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely...
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes, not the whole... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types.
We should find out who this Lord faction is. Okay. We don't.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the... They probably fucking killed that guy or something. And that's...
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes?
じゃあの。はあ。ん？
Can I help you?
できることがない。いまだに。いまだに私は。死体を下ろすことができない。
Yes?
はあ、スクショ。悲しい。スクショ。ダメだ。おしまいだ。勉強はもうここで終わろう。ダメだ。ちょっと諦めた。諦めた。ちょっとこれは難しいっていうかさ、3回やって3回ともチェック失敗してさ、はあ、もう本当にどうしてやろうか。ちょっと待って、新しく1個セーブを作りましょうね。ちょっと待って、あのさ、
キキオはフロムインク先輩。
ちょっと待ってね。あのさ、ロードでさ、どこだろう。ここかな？いや、これ2分前だもんね。じゃあこっちだね。セーブで、新しいセーブをして、で、
一旦ロードし直せばすぐ
ロードで、
チャレンジできるようになるとかないの？フロムインク先輩。
いや、いけるかもしれない。ロードし直してもダメよ。ちなみに。 待って、耐久が4つまでレベルアップできるようになってんだけど、なんでなんで
旗、手半濁点、半濁点、ノーダメシア。
おー、クリオさんいらっしゃい。
旗ダメシア。あ、よいしょ。で、半濁点、半濁点。
ダメシア、よいしょ。でもこの状態だったらレベルアップすればいけそうじゃない？よし、じゃあちょっとレベルを上げるためにもう一回彼の話を聞きに行きますが、だいぶ飛ばします。
A kind of a worm. Gotta be black. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. A kind of a worm. Contend with mere beats me. Gotta be bloody stupid. Personally, I'd rather beg. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. How? Imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RC? Murder? I don't believe it wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union, my friend, I don't operate. Yeah. Then go and you enter the harbor through the... Don't worry. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or... Not yet, no. He's... Sure.
入院で上行くでしょ。でまあ一回ボタンを押せと。はい、メジャーヘッド、どうもどうも。
Yo, but
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degenerate.
oh, it must be frightening to stand in the that is, you reek of it.
It's not. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. Jerking motions. You get. You will.
It is bad.
There is a button right behind him.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunk. Bring your troops. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul. Your beloved.
Do you?
よし、成功した。
Lieutenant,
you are. There are three. The Vesper time. The other over. As proven by the mound and the mess. The Ario. The latter.
nature was not.
Cheap. Pink. Ever surely.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little.
Enough of cheap. Lesser. The mosquito is born sterile. Yes. It is. You understand nothing. We will
access to.
Am I mild?
You need to internalize. I cannot possibly imagine what else.
で、ね、ここは成功するらしい。意味がわからん。はいよ。これで時間かけてやっていけばよい。で、ちょっと待って。
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand.
Always glad to. You know,
感謝感謝。
the winter's nothing to worry about, really. I'm always glad to help out when possible.
どうも。よし、これでセーブして下ろせるまでチャレンジしよう。下ろせるまでチャレンジ。ちょっと待って。下ろチャレンジ。
Your bottles.
チャキーン。めっちゃお金が。やっとこれででも約4分の1返さないといけないお金の。はあ、疲れる。で、セーブでしょ？違うわ。セーブでしょ？セーブしましたと。で、あれ？嘘。あと5ポイントじゃん。どこかで 経験値をゲットできてない。
Welcome to Ivashol.
Don't you well? Every school of thought. It's men like you who keep.
Oh, come.
I know it, but you see.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't.
The lieutenant exhales and
Whatever you say.
he smells of heavy motor oils and his breath.
Oh man. Oh. God.
やった。
Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. It's about biology. Not the most popular topic nowadays. I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. People who've studied these things say that you and... So, lately we Occidentals have experienced the problem. The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural
この人
victory.
スターが大きいのに頭ちっちゃいね。
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No.
Later?
Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
めちゃく
It's
ちゃ
true.
喋ってくれるから。
Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace, with unknown
racist.
characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
でも今まんじゅうっぽくなくない私の顔。
Don't
まだまん
push
じゅう
your
なの？
luck,
ねえね
Rent.
え。ねえねえねえねえ。ここ。ここ。んで。まっちゃい。セーブ。セーブ。はい。確定。これで15分でしょ？あ、オッケーオッケー。できてるできてる。よし。じゃあ、下ろせるまでチャレンジいきます。で、どうせやるんだったらこの辺りでセーブすればよかったね。よっ、よっ。
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. This delicate machine, ready for picking. Instinctively you crack your fingers.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in
まあね、
decomposition here.
だいぶきついだろうね。
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore
まあ
thick
1週間
polymer
放置し
socks,
てるからな。
probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
うん。
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
はあ。
These are clearly not boots. They're
あ
armor,
あ。
possibly part of a larger set.
うんうん。
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
サバトン？何それ？
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece, He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The Sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a...
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
いやでも冬だから大丈夫だったんじゃない？外で寒くて。菌が繁殖するタイミングがまだまだ先だったからじゃないかな。で、多少腐敗が進んでるのは日中の温度によってとかなんだろうけど、そんなむちゃくちゃ渦が湧いてみたいな話になるほど、まあここが北半球南半球のどの位置にある国なのかにもよるとは思うけど、結構雪も降ってるしね。みんななんだかんだ厚着はしてるから、ちょっとそこがわからんよね。
Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
渦は湧いてるんだとは思うよ。まあ少なくとも内臓はいってんじゃないかな。もうなんか赤くただれてるし。
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
だよね。
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
そんな予感がする？え？宇治とかそういうやつ、産地チェック入る？
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
下ろしてから脱がすとかいうことは考えないんだね。
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Right so! What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso, the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
ロープというか。
Industrial strength. The can used for tying cargo to lorries. Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
よっぽどじゃあ強度の高い。
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing
殺
strike.
人ね。
You?
いやでもリンチ殺人にしては持ってる装備が高級すぎん？
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the bell to close the buckle.
The cadaver hangs. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
The map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
もうキツラギさんの方がもうキムさんの方がめちゃくちゃ刑事として優秀すぎて本
As
当
if
にもうどう
someone
しようも
left
ない。
out most of the night sky,
やむ。
filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
Let you get sunshine, Mini.
何それトライガットサンシャインミニ。何その必殺技みたいな名前。
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is...
An instant color camera.
インスタントカメラかーい。
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling.
In case we need it.
なるほどね。
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
なくすなよ。ごめん、ありがと
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes.
う。セーブ。あれで危ない。あ、セーブができない。
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
下ろすよ、多分この後。ちょっと待ってね。一回立ち去ろう。で、
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found. Oh no, you don't. Light reflects off. Wow, the gods of mass production. Fine.
今はダメ。
Not all of
今はダメ。はい。で、一度セーブをしまし。
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. I'm gone.
たお前が死人なのはわかるが、
I'm a
こ
jerk.
こでセーブ甘え。
Look at me.
いいの？これでまた失敗して私がギャーってなってもういいってなってもいいの？
A killer. A mob.
クソ野郎かーい。
Cobo.
カバー。
Do I remind you of someone? There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
一発勝負ばっかりでいこうかなってちょっと考えてはいたんだけど、 さすがに3回ちょっと全部失敗してしまったから労働したんだけどさ。その直前までもう今日やめるって言ってたからね。やめようか今日って。
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
What do you mean?
本当にね、2時間ゴミ拾いしかしてないのに。すいません。
It's the power of your
いやいやいやいやいやいやいや。
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate.
He loves those. Because you're a copperoonie.
Copperoonie.
Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Do you want more question? ない。
Your lost copper dopo would have been so primo.
Copper dopo.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also.
海外のナレーターとか声優さんとかのイメージはこれの方が近いかも。割と。よくいる。
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
わかんなくなったらキムさんに聞く。
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
目細めてみたらそんなことがわかるの？市販
So
の
what do
評
you
価
think?
をする。死んでると思うわちょっと。何かが死体から漏れ出してる。でもこの感じだと死んでから釣られてる感じなのかな。多分だけど。あ、そっか、ここじゃ見れないんだった。
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
うん。
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of
100g以
death.
下。うん。
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
いや、ついてるついてる。だってめちゃくちゃ食べてて全部出てたらもっとひどい匂いだってことでしょ。まあ 500g でも相当だと思うけど。だったらだいぶついてるんじゃない？
I
風が
do.
見えるよ。
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with...
Stop talking and...
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
公務執行でちょっとこの子たちどうにかできん？公務執行妨害でどうにかできませんかね？ちょっとパンチしたい。
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet. keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
ポムってしよう。あの子たちをちょっと。なんかバールのようなものでポムってしよう。
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the...
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
いや、ポムだよ。ポムポムポムっていう音しかならないよ。どこまでやっても。大丈夫。行こう。
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
バールの先の方がピコピコハンマーか何かなんか。フロムポンやるか。
いや、バールではないよ。バールのようなものだから。バールではない。うん。ポム銃で撃って。
Climb up there and there has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
やっとよ。
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics works. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
なるほど。
Yeah, now we're talking. They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno! まあ銃を使うとちょっと始末書大変そうだからやめよう。
What else can we do? Someone else? You mean like the police? Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
くるくる。撃ち落とす。
He breathes out heavily.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot!
Silence. With his and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls.
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's desk was the wrong choice. His shoulders are raised. He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano clad.
なんかさ、ほんと出てくる人、ほんと誰にも感情移入できない。困
The
る。
lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
撃って
It's
みよ
bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
This is the sorriest.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the...
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light.
Oh.
Your fingers, you've held this, an A9 armistice before.
Okay, okay.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Hmm. 食うのに銃が向けれるんだけど。
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck? Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous.
Don't.
Do it!
もはや伝説。
Intense shit, copper.
Can't waste his gun. It wasn't intense. It was
ああ、挑発に反応するとこれ下がるのか。なるほどね。まあいいか。ああ。いいや。行きな。
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood. Only...
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflected off some window. Surely.
The cadaver is already compromised bad enough. We don't have to make it worse.
It came out wrong. There is sight.
Victor Power wants to fuck up again bad.
ダメか。
The song of my people.
Don't provoke her.
終わったフロムインク先輩。
うん、終わったわ。
Shot him in the chest. What a fuck.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's...
pigs don't have hands. They're...
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
うん。
Cop's bitter because he fucked that corpse up, Coon.
We still need to get him down somehow. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him from the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found. Where your cloak is. It looked doable.
ああ。OK。まだ下ろせないんだが。マジ？スクショ。おしまい。はあ。お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。いやだって殺したかったんだもん、もうあの子。仕方がないじゃない、もう。もはや。こればっかりはもうどうしようもない。うん。来てくれた方々ありがとう。また、明日はできないけど、またちょっとどこかでやりたいと思いますので、遊びに来てくださると嬉しいです。夢だったことにしてもいいけどね。それじゃあまたね。バイバイ。